We started with 68 teams and now we're down to 16. How sweet it is.
Sweet!
In this video, I'll be sharing all of my best bets for tournament action going down on Thursday. Every pick being made is also documented on the BettorOff app. If you want to follow my profile, there's my handle right there. BettorOff is an excellent place to test yourself against a variety of sportsbook. It's free to download and it gives you a chance to find the best odds in every sport for every game. You can make your picks against the spread, play the over and unders, money lines, or even player props. BettorOff will also maintain your stats and show you how you stack up on the leaderboard. You can also opt to conceal your picks and sell your services through the app. I share all of my picks absolutely free, and I even get on YouTube to potentially make a fool of myself here. But so far, it's been a solid start to the tournament for yours truly. If you remember, at the start of this tournament, I gave my best bets for long shots for lower seeded teams that I think could make the Final Four. Well, guess what? They're all still alive and kicking. If even one of those teams make it to the next week, I'm doing really well. And I like my chances of at least one of them surviving. Anyways, I'll be sharing my picks for the entire weekend, so if you want to stay tuned, you're going to want to subscribe, and then very important, tap that bell after you've subscribed because YouTube will then let you know when I've uploaded a new video. Most of the time these videos are being uploaded maybe a few hours before the games start. Anyways, let's get rolling with our first one. Number 4 seed Arkansas is taking on the number 1 overall seed Gonzaga. The Bulldogs open as an 8-point favorite, and when I last checked it was up to 9.5 with BetMGM. The total started at 156.5, but you can also find it as low as 154 with FanDuel. Gonzaga on paper definitely looks like they have the better team here. They should be favored. They have potential number 1 overall lottery pick Chet Holmgren, who's a very unique talent. The 7-footer can play the paint and shoot from the perimeter. However, this guy's rail thin. He looks like a stiff breeze would knock him over. I don't think he would crack 200 pounds wearing shoulder pads and combat boots. Fortunately, he has his boy Timme to help provide a little more size in the paint. Timme! But I'm really just not a big believer in this team. I think that they're suspect of getting out-hustled and out-muscled. So I'm coming out of the gate swinging pretty hard, shooting one from the parking lot on this one. I like Arkansas to win this game straight up. Arkansas is a battle-tested squad in every way. They played 5 teams that were ranked in the top 25 this year and went 4-1 in those games. They can beat this team. Now, if you want to play it safe, by all means, take the points. Razorbacks getting 9 or 9.5 seems like a gift to me. But sometimes, you just gotta go for broke and take that shot when you think you have an edge. At plus 375 for the Razorback, this equates to a 21% chance of them winning this game, at least according to odds makers. I think they have closer to a 40% chance of winning this game, and so I will gladly roll the dice here. Next, number 11 seed Michigan gets set to square off against number 2 seed Villanova. The Wildcats started as a 4.5 point favorite, but it was at 5.5 when I last checked. The total looks like it's holding firm at 135. The Wolverines were a team that I did not think deserved to make it into the tournament, but they also had to win a play-in game to be here, so credit where it's due for getting this far. Last time Michigan played Villanova was actually in 2018 for the national title. Senior guard Colin Gillespie could probably tell you all about it. Villanova is led by their senior guards who have been there and done it on the big stage before. Gillespie and Justin Moore are the guys that Villanova count on to get the most points on the board. This is a team that you could say lives and dies by the 3. This is going to be an interesting matchup, but I think that Villanova is well equipped to handle the size advantage that Michigan has. Michigan has bigger guys, but Villanova is here because of their defense. I think that their style of play translates well against the Wolverines. This game is going to be close at the first half, but Villanova coach Jay Wright is going to make the necessary adjustments. At some point, I expect Villanova to pull away and get the cover. I'm taking Villanova laying the points, and I was able to find them at minus 4.5 with BetMGM. Next up is number 3 seed Texas Tech versus number 2 seed Duke. The Red Raiders open as a 1-point favorite, and so far the number is holding steady. The total opened at 137, but can be found as low as 136.5, and as high as 138 depending on where you look. I was looking forward to seeing what the spread on this game was going to be before this line came out. I was expecting the Blue Devils to be favored by 2.5, maybe even 3.5. And if they were, I was ready to pounce all over the Red Raiders. To my surprise, Texas Tech is favored, and now I have a totally different feeling about this game. I guess I was expecting odds makers to kind of play into the fact that, it's Duke and they have potentially, Coach K's final game. And I guess I expect more money to come in on Duke as we get closer to tip-off from public action. And, I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up being slightly favored at some point. That being said, I don't want to mess with the spread on this game unless I'm getting 2 or 3 points with either team. To me, it's going to be a close one, and I think it's going to be a low-scoring close one. So I found the total at 138 with PointsBet. Texas Tech has a top-flight defense.
Top flight!
They ranked 5th in the nation for points allowed per game, and they did that in one of the toughest conferences you could possibly do it in. I just think that the Red Raiders make this a gritty and scrappy game that's going to help this total to stay under 138. The last game of the evening is going to be a cat fight between the Cougars and the Wildcats. Arizona, the 1 seed, is favored by 1.5 points, and the total's at 145. If I ever wanted to start a cult, the first person I would want to contact to help get a group of loyal followers is Kelvin Sampson, and I mean that in the nicest way. I love to watch Sampson's teams play basketball. They play with a level of intensity that is nearly impossible to match for an entire game. Players play unselfishly, and you can see them all pulling in the same direction for the same cause. Needless to say, I'm a bit biased about this team. But a couple more things I like about Houston: their top 4 leading scorers are all seniors, and they had one of the best defenses in the nation. And don't get me wrong, Arizona is absolutely a great squad. You could make the argument that they have the most talent in the nation. Benedict Mathurin and Christian Koloko are easily going to be first rounders. I think that whoever wins this game will advance to the Final Four. It should come as no surprise that I'm riding with Houston on the money line for this game. I've been singing their praises for a while now. To me, this is the best team against the team with the most talent. I think Houston's team chemistry is going to win out against Arizona's superior talent. So, go team. Alright guys, the video for Friday's games is coming out very soon, and I will be sharing my best bets throughout the entire weekend as well. So, first thing, help a brother out. Each one of these videos take hours to make. I'm going to be going on a video making bender for this week, so please tap the like button. Also, make sure that you subscribe and tap the bell if you want to be notified when I share more of my best bets before the games start. Until next time, best of luck banging on the books.